Zetsubo and then 100 on Gorod, and I was missing the same two, or no, I was missing one on Rev, which was Death Ray, because I somehow completed Keep Close. And then for Chronicles, I was missing the Verrucht one and beating Shangri-La.
Okay, so back to what we were saying, Fox.
Wow. Ayo, we're in Austria, where Hitler was born. Ayo.
You guys are talking about BO3 high rounds. I'm thinking, because I know Friday I'm probably gonna want to play a Call of Duty game. I will admit that when it comes to my Fridays, I do want to play a Call of Duty game. However, like I said earlier too, Easter eggs I'm burnt out on at the moment.
Can I join?
But that doesn't mean that we can't play a COD game. So, Fox, let's say this Friday, we don't do anything that's going to take a lot of pressure or a lot of mindset, but we just do at least around, I'm going to say round 40. Let's shoot low. Round 40 on any maps. Well, whatever maps you don't have, you cannot join. Whatever maps that you do have, you probably could. It all depends on what Fox and I want to say.
It also depends on what game you're playing.
Well, I'm thinking BO3. I really am craving BO3. But I'm also craving the Giant, which someone doesn't have.
Yeah. Honestly, I'll probably get the Giant soon, because I do have money for it. Problem is, my grandma broke my wallet that has my money in it, so...
Yikes.
Kinda... Because she literally was like, hey, can I borrow $10? And I can't say no, because otherwise she'll yell at me. So it's basically not a can she borrow money, it's basically give me money. But then she went to unzip it to grab money, she broke it.
Jesus Christ.
So, yeah.
Well,
and there's like $100 in there.
I'm thinking... Well, you guys are gonna do Jurassic Track. I'm thinking, Fox, we should try Revelations.
Alright. Oh, you know what? I got an idea about something. So if let's just say we decide to maybe or maybe not no longer do, you know, marathons per se, or at least take a break off of marathons for the moment, I was thinking that what we could do instead is do like a high round series.
Well, and that's the thing is like I said, and like I told you beforehand, I'm not done with the marathons. I've just been craving on doing my own stuff that I haven't done in a few months.
Right.
Once I get to that point and actually done the things I want to do, yeah, there's going to be a time where it's like, you know, I'm really craving a marathon. I'm really craving a marathon. Hey, yo, Fox, let's do a marathon. That'll happen. It's just the timing on that. It all just depends on how I'm feeling and what's going on with the week. Sometimes the week is just absolutely trash and I just need time to myself. Other times the week's not so bad and I can handle doing 1 or 2, maybe 3 Easter eggs. So, in Advanced Warfare, we'll finish that. We'll finish that Descent one. It'll probably be just on its own. Finish that Easter egg and then probably go to... I know World War II, if we get that started, we'll be fine. World War II, Darkest Shore I have to do. We already done that, and then the rest I have to do. Oh no, I don't have to do Shadow Throne.
We did that with my sister and
Part 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, no, that was just, I didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah,
Part 1, 2, and 3, that one I'm excited for.
Tortured Path.
Yeah, Tortured Path I'm excited for, because that looks extremely interesting.
Yeah,
and then Frozen Shore, or Frozen Dawn is just... As much as I want to be excited for Frozen Dawn, I know damn well Frozen Dawn is going to be kind of like Descent, where it'll be fun at first, and it'll just go downhill. Well, I don't know. It's got the specialty weapons, so for all I know, it's going to be downhill at first, and then it gets better towards the end.
Hey guys, want to get the dinner plate gun?
Oh, the P28. I love the P28s.
You gotta love the dinner plate gun.
I mean, World at War was an annoying weapon, yes. It had not the
guys, want to get the flamethrower from...
So, I don't know if you guys remember this, but obviously everyone remembers Mr. Dalek JD. Everyone knows Mr. Dalek JD. He had a video back in 2010 when Black Ops was first coming, or no, not in 2010, 2011 when Resurrection was being announced. And it was just the week before we got to see gameplay of Moon. We got to see some sort of fire explosion. He has a video where he was speculating that they were bringing back the flamethrower, or it was going to be an attachment on the M16 or whatever assault weapon there was, or assault rifle weapon there was from the box. And everyone kept saying like, oh, is this going to be the new round 100s on Moon? Are we going to be able to do the strat like Nocturne Tone? When the map came out, everyone spent, and I'm not kidding, an entire week trying to find the flamethrower attachment until they found out that there was nothing added to it. It was the same old shit, they just added the map, that was it.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, oof, that's a huge yikes. Alright, I am outie.
Alright, man.
He's outie like his belly.
Exactly. Don't have too much fun, guys.
Don't have too much. You might die.
Oh wow, you got
Let's
monkeys.
go. The only problem is didn't have crate power, but oh well.
Wow, that's the better voice.
Honestly though, normal monkey bomb's still fun. Hey, remember in Shadows so you could just upgrade trip mine?
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, because you can upgrade them into the
They turn to like donuts or something.
yeah, the donuts and cream cakes. Or whatever. It's such a weird thing. I don't even know, I know upgrading them obviously probably increases their damage, but that's about it. Okay.
Well, fuck.
Yeah, I was just trying to go around, but...
Yeah, I had no choice. You had too many zombies on you.
That's part of the reason I was trying to go around.
I will not waste this opportunity.
Can I get the haymaker, please?
Game was like, no, you got a rocket.
Hey, yo, bro, it's a Helion salvo, but Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 4.
Well, no, I'm saying Black Ops 3 version. Imagine if that's what people considered as the version of the BO3 version. I mean, you really couldn't consider that, because XM53 is bad and Helion salvo is good. So.
True.
Now, when you pack punch the XM53, it becomes somewhat decent. Also, I just realized I probably can't do the music Easter egg.
Because?
Yeah, because you're, you know.
It won't matter in my case right now, honestly. It might be different once I hit 1,000 subscribers, if I ever get to that. But
I'm still not gonna do it just in case.
knock yourself out.
Because, man, if I want to listen to it, I could always just pull up my phone and then, like, mute.
The significance of the insignificant cannot be underestimated.
Honestly, though, I feel like BO3 probably has, like, the best side Easter eggs, but also some of the stupidest side Easter eggs. Like, upgrading trip mines.
I think it was just more
bombs.
the silly...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was just more silly, if anything else.
And upgrading monkey bombs, I mean, it's pretty cool on Guard Crovey. Like how there's a quest for that. Oh, did you know on Guard Crovey you could also upgrade the Dragon Strike?
Yeah, I know about that. I know about the upgrades for the Dragon Strike and pretty much some of the other stuff for it.
The Dragon Strike one is kind of... Doesn't the Dragon Strike one basically just make it where it does more damage, bigger blast radius, and instead of one charge you have two, and the fireballs are red instead of green, like the upgraded shield.
It's actually overall better than what you think. So yeah, you know, yeah, the concept of it looks stupid or boring, but when executed,
and I mean,
though,
what you gotta do kind of makes it kind of dumb to get. Now, Shadows, I feel like probably has kind of the dumbest upgrades. Like, upgrading the shield on Shadows is pretty
oh my
stupid.
god, I remember I went for that once.
Because it only affects the shield you do it on, and then once the shield breaks, you gotta do it again.
Yeah, which
So
like,
then
wow.
what's the freaking point? And what you gotta do is stupid, because the shield breaks during it at all, you have to restart.
Yeah.
I know my mastication will
Well, I
empower me.
nearly just went. Okay, well, let's just say 1 second I was somewhere else, and then another second I was gone.
Alright, now I gotta pick you up.
Yeah, it's because I ain't the lag, so. Because I was running forward, right? One hit, because of lag. I was running forward, like over there, and the next thing I know, I'm back here dead.
You cannot rest. The path ahead is long.
Here's the shield anyway.
Okay.
And the box is right next to you, so.
See, normally what I do is what I'll do is I'll build the shield downstairs and the rags upstairs, because normally what I do when I play D is just stay downstairs.
That's crazy. People actually stay down there. I don't.
I will endeavor to do my best.
Yeah.
I must endeavor.
I think it's kind of risky to stay down there though also, because if a Panzer spawns, well then they kind of cut off one way of escaping, and then that way becomes risky as well.
Every shot will find its mark.
Depends on how you look at it.
I accept this rifle with gratitude.
Probably one of the things they show with BO3 was probably put like PhD.
I believe this is not that time.
Yeah, also I think part of the reason I keep appearing at one place and then another is because I keep two barring sometimes for some reason.
Why?
I don't know. I'm gonna be completely honest. And I don't think it's a case of either of our internets, because literally anyone else I play with it stays at a 3-bar. And I know it'll be yours because yours just doesn't, you know.
Yeah, I'm on wired, so you shouldn't really have a problem with mine.
And it wouldn't be mine, because if I 3-bar when playing with other people, then it wouldn't make sense. But I don't know. Because a lot of times I'm 3-barring, but then we'll just randomly 2-bar, and that's why I died twice. See, now it's even showing 4-bar occasionally. I don't know. BO3 be built different.
Yeah.
Where do you normally put pack?
I put pack where the death ray is at.
I usually put pack at the rocket ship, but that's only because I usually only go there like once. Because I usually don't get there until I get the weapon I want. So I only ever need to go there once. Well, and of course getting the Ragnarok part, but...
Spirits, watch over me, demon.
Oh, let's go. I bought Jug and he gave me Widows.
Yeah, I got soda fodder, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
If it is my time.
Honestly though, BO3 compared to Infinite, it feels like you move so slow.
Huh. I guess it's the opposite for me.
But I think that's also because, you know, having B cut, you always have stamina.
Yeah.
But I think part of the reason why it feels like you move so slow is probably because the maps look so big as well.
Yeah.
And where you're running to always feels like it's so far away.
The demons grow close. We must remain strong.
I think the biggest problem though, in basically any Call of Duty, is that for high rounds after a while, it becomes too reliant on wonder weapons. Of course, BO3 not so much because, you know, you have ammo mods and stuff.
Alright, it's done.
And then Infinite is also kind of different because, you know, you can use melee weapons. Well, when you're doing Shaolin, of course, but...
I feel the power of Dragon's anger within this bowl.
Richtofen, I am observing your current actions. I must confess to being
See, and the achievement I'm missing on Horizon Drac is the one for reviving 2 players protected by Ragnarok. Did you know you could shoot all 3 without going to the rocket area?
Yeah, but I have a hard time always getting the third one.
Yeah, because
I don't know why.
Because you can go to, like, the double tap barrier thing or whatever. I mean, let's be honest though, at double tap, who uses that buildable?
Not a lot of people, really.
I think there was one time I went in a random game and built something there just to be a troll. And I think it was the shield I built there. Now, building the Ragnarok there, I can understand because you're only going there once, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But if you build the shield there, that's kind of just messed up.
How you doing the fire?
Even in pursuit of same goal.
Alright, let it pet us ready.
It often hides many truths from us. Spirits may use the wind to call from the darkness.
I can only assume that you intend to procure Group 935's research for your own twisted goals. Know this, my old friend.
If you want, I could just wait for the rocket boost.
To ensure that you never
Nah, I'll stay down here. I mean, unless... I don't know, we both
Well, I
sit
have
down
to
here.
go... well, the thing is actually not in there, but if I do it, I have to wait here twice. I have to come over here, though, anyway.
Yeah. This will work for both of us.
But if I go to do, you know, Rag and the thing, I'd have to wait for the rocket test twice, because there's not enough time to do both. Now it's just a waiting game. I'm gonna shoot a zombie just to get 500. Why did mine say that?
That's what I'm wondering, like, why the hell is the key?
See, honestly, he confuses me. Cause did you see how in the message group I was asking to help with Beast before?
Yeah, I believe so.
It was confusing me so much, because at first it seemed like he was saying no, then it seemed like he was saying yes, then it seemed like he was saying no, then it seemed like he was saying yes, again, but then he just never joined. He was basically being really confusing about his answer. I know at first he was saying no because the steps, because he was saying that as for the steps he would want either you or like block.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, from watching you, I basically learned how to do the steps. Well, at least the switch part I learned from you, and then the floppy disks I kinda did, but then I just watched the video to figure out the rest of it. And then, of course, the X step I remembered, because that's not hard to remember.
It's not.
And I always knew you had it, there was the container you got a skull from, but I never knew what it was for. See, I think with the floppy disk part, I think the order that I most struggle with is the one where it's like the torn in half papers.
But
But I feel like the only reason why that's the most confusing is because the other 3 are just in a row.
Yeah.
So it's basically just read it how you see it.
Yeah, the only thing you gotta know is that based on your floppy disk, you just gotta look for the ones that has all your symbols.
Yeah.
To fight to his
And then, of course, the order. Which is why the other 4 are pretty easy, because it literally just goes in, like, up to down.
Alright,
But
I'll be back over here.
But I feel like the one it never is for me is always the one on the wall at spawn. I feel like it's never that one.
Yeah.
You speak
I feel like it's always the paper, like, next to pack. Like one
You
of
might
those
want to get
two.
Digger to blast doors.
I know.
He has no idea what he will soon have to face.
Test complete. Systems function ignored.
There you go. Alright, I'm ready to get out. I got the part.
Yeah, let me work on getting at least 1,000 real quick. Okay, I'm coming.
Ready?
Make sure my arrow's charged. Yeah, I'm ready.
Nope, you missed
I
it.
think- Yeah, better.
Hard as rock.
Yeah, I figured as much. I think it's only because of the delay part, though. That's what
Yeah.
made it kind of hard. Honestly, I feel like with the firebow, there's times where I'll have like a couple lucky runs where I'll basically shoot each one first try.
Mm-hmm.
And then there'll be other times where it takes like 10 years to shoot one in the middle.
Of your eternal slumber.
It always seems to be the one in the middle, though. And that definitely was a miss because I didn't even hit the circle. I hit a tower
Yikes.
somehow. Like, I was flying, right? Aiming down, somehow hit a tower that it wasn't even in front of me when I shot the arrow. I don't know. Oh, I think it literally just did it again. Because as soon as I let go, I instantly heard an explosion, which means it did not hit anywhere near the circle. Because it wouldn't be an instant explosion as soon as I let go. If it actually hit the circle.
Initiating 115.
Cool, I got at least 3 parts on one.
Oh my
Elixirs of power.
god. Lag again, Henry.
Seal your own fate.
I feel like a 3-bar when you're just killing zombies, or you can't really tell that you're 3-barring. But then it's like when you're actually doing something is when you can tell.
Mm-hmm. Coming through, coming through.
And of course, automatically, whoever's host, 4 bars. Yeah. Man, you know what sucked about BL1 though?
What?
If you played a public match and everyone left and you were the only person, it would kick you out, saying there wasn't enough players.
Hmm.
It's like you're trying to get to around 100, round 99, everyone leaves. It's like, you're telling me I did all that for nothing? I saw the explosion above the circle, but yet it didn't even count. Flippin' course. It never wants to count. Guess I'll just shoot that one. Or not, because the circle didn't even appear until I landed for some reason. This hates me.
Easy to touch the warrior.
Just trying to shoot a circle. Excuse me, game? We need to have a conversation? What the heck? Literally what it's doing is the circle will either appear earlier than it's supposed to, or later than it's supposed to. So I can't even hit it. And I can't even You know what the worst part is? It's making it where I'm not even able to hit the one you land next to. Finally. Just standing in the fire, listening to the noise. That's not what I wanted. It just gave me a death machine. Honestly, what I kind of wish they did with, like, private matches in BO3 and other Call of Duties was, I feel like, you know how in public games what they do when the host leaves, it says migrating hosts? I feel like they could have done that with, like, privates, but yeah, it lagged again.
Doors closing. 10, 9, 8, 7,
Yeah, I can't leave because the doors is about to close.
Yeah. Honestly, what I'm tempted to do is if it's fine with you, do you just want to high round tomorrow?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. See, sucky thing is I go back to school tomorrow.
Oh.
So I'm trying to stay up as long as possible without my grandma catching me. Because I ain't looking forward to it. But I mean, the good thing is it'll be third quarter, so it'll be close to that. See, thing is though, when she gets my report card, she's gonna find out I failed algebra. Which basically means I'm gonna have to retake Algebra 1. Like, next year. Because I'm in high school, so... And the only reason I flippin' failed it is because of the final. Literally the whole final I didn't know anything. And there was like 2 pages to it, and I only answered like 3 problems. Ayo, that's crazy. My friend Crusaders, who doesn't have Beast from Beyond done, and that's the only Easter egg he doesn't have done because I helped him with the rest. On this, he's just Prestige Master level 1000 for multiplayer and zombies. And he's using the Transit calling card. The calling card that shows all 4 of those characters shooting zombies. And he's literally just playing knocked.